Hello, Internet land, radio listeners. We are a band called The Battle, and we're we lost our singer tonight. No, we're an instrumental band, and we're super happy to be here, and we're going to play some just music for you tonight. We are live from Cleveland on WRUW 91.1 on your FM dial, your internet FM dial. It's right underneath the it's right underneath your mouse or your trackpad. You have to pry it open, and there's a radio dial underneath it inside your computer. They started making them that way so that people would remember the radio. the battle. And we have been live from Cleveland.
Okay, we are live in the studio with The Battle. Thank you guys so much for coming on and celebrating the release of this new, like, I don't know, EP album. What are we calling this? It's 4 songs, but they're long.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's an album's worth of music in an EP's body.
It's a quality 40 minutes.
Having an identity crisis, but it's good.
Trapped in an EP's body.
Yes.
It's trying to get out. It can only get out if you listen to it.
Yeah.
And we heard
multiple times.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's start off this way so we don't get too far ahead of ourselves. Introduce yourselves and tell us what you play in the band now that you're talking in the studio.
Chris, I play guitar.
I'm Dan. I play bass.
I'm Donnie. I'm the drummer talker person.
My name is Ron. I play the guitar and the synth and some other stuff if we have it.
Laying around, you'll pick it up.
Bongos.
Yeah. Miscellaneous.
And you were telling me a little bit about this. Well, first off, all the names of the songs on this are very interesting. They're just short.
So listen,
Yes.
we could get into our iPhone notes, and it goes back probably 3 years.
Wow.
And I think it's called One Word Names. I think is the
one-word
name of the
titles,
iPhone.
Meticulous note. Yeah. Yeah. So etched. I don't know what does this second word mean? Magoa?
Okay, so yeah, I think I can tell you all the definitions. So ect is it is actually an old English word, and it means the thing in itself. What's the next one?
Magoa?
Magoa is it's like it's kind of a better, cooler word for being really sad or like wailing out in pain.
Are these all of your like crossword words?
No, these are just we're dorks.
Okay,
Yeah. The words we come across in our daily lives.
We read things sometimes.
Yeah, so we it's like we hate having to name things. Like we hate coming up with band names and album names, but at the same time we'll just get a long list of words that like they really do date back years, and it's almost like a challenge at that point where we'll try to we always push the line of is it pretentious or not, and you could probably that could be a board game with our song titles. Is it pretentious or not?
We would lose.
Your answer would be right, and we would always be wrong.
It's I think it's fine, and you have so much artistic freedom in naming the songs because your songs don't have any words, so it's not like you can imbue whatever meaning you want to them, right? And
what are the other ones? I forget already.
Kismet is that's a word that I heard Michael Stipe use in an interview.
Yeah.
And
I feel like Michael Stipe taught me that word too.
Yeah. And it's an old it's a the way we spell it is the Middle Eastern spelling of it. But it's a word for fate, essentially.
Mm-hmm. And tumult. Yeah. It's hard to say just as one word, like,
You want to say tumultuous.
Yeah.
That's what people probably will recognize it as.
Yeah. But I love that. We heard the whole thing tonight on the show. You played it through live. Yes. Yep. That was good. Was this the first time you've ever played it through live?
The whole album, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Cool.
And that's the first time we've played Magoa live ever.
Yeah. Awesome. Now we have a live recording of that, which lives on in perpetuity at WRUW.org. Wow. But it also lives on for forever on this recorded, the version that you recorded, which you recorded in Joshua Tree, which is really awesome. First time I've ever been out there was for a 40th birthday party to just get drunk. I wasn't recording an album, but
equally valid reason.
You can do that too.
Just a beautiful landscape. It really struck me like I am in my 30s and I've never been to the desert before. So very inspiring. How did you get hooked up with this recording studio out there?
Oh man, how do we even get there?
Dan originally, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, should we say the first time that we were here, that we played live from Cleveland was in 2019, and we had actually, we had just come back from our first recording effort out there. How we got out there, we just wanted to do it. I mean, it was just a thing that, I don't know, I think any band of a certain age, I don't know when that age started, but I think if you just know anything about Southern California and you're in a band, you want to do this. There are a lot of great records that we love that were recorded in the desert at other studios, like Rancho. And so we just wanted to do that and do that experience. And then also to see how it would shape the music. You saw the landscape, even if you were, a half a bottle of mezcal down, you could probably, you were probably still like, wow, these mountains are pretty, these mountains are pretty cool. But I don't know, Ron, what do you want to add to that?
I think I want to hear from Dan on this, because Dan did not go with us the first time, but he wasn't in the band then, but he joined in 23. And I loved to go back, but I was super looking forward to Dan getting to experience that too, because
I've never been out west before. I've never been further west than Illinois, I think, before this trip. Right? So going out to California and being in a completely different place, and I remember when we were driving around out there, just seeing distance and your normal measurement and perceptions just do not exist out there like they do here. You can see something and think it's right 5 minutes away, and it's literally 4 hours down the road. I remember driving around and seeing snow falling down on a mountain miles and miles away, and so that was an incredible experience to see all of those things for the first time, and then to do it in conjunction with, this is the first time I went into an actual recording studio as well, and to have all of those experiences tied together. And so being creative and writing things, these are all things that I wanted to do. So it was a really, really cool first experience to do that with you guys.
We got the band set, the abridged band set up tonight, but also on this album, if people are to listen to this once it comes out, there is some more instrumentation going on some of these tracks, cello, piano, and then you had some acoustic guitar by somebody else who's not here today
in
either.
Japan. Yeah.
Okay, all right, awesome.
A friend of mine from college that I stayed in touch with, and we always wanted to record with him, and I always wanted to do it intercontinentally, so that he would. And now that we have the technology to do it, we just sent him the tracks, and he recorded to it and sent it back, and we worked it in, and so now we can. We can include people and stuff like that now that with the way that we can do recording these days.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier for sure. This is not quite out quite yet. This is it's the 18th right now for another hour or so.
Right.
But it's going to be coming out on the 20th.
Yeah, take it away, Chris. You're our promo guy. You talk about it.
In charge of the distribution?
Yeah. So
are you putting it on CD Baby?
It is. I think it's on CD Baby.
It's on all of the streamers.
All the streamers. It's available at our rock and roll shows that we put on.
If one were to look us up,
if one were to happen to be on the internet and would happen to start typing something in the little box up there, our website would be found if you typed in www.thebattle.us. You can find all of our tour dates, which is basically just Cleveland shows. Lakewood, maybe Akron.
And you have one such show coming up.
We do.
Is this a release show, or it just happened to be around the release?
This is a release show with a band called Cellophane Jane.
Yeah.
And a band called Blue Antidote. It is at the 5 o'clock lounge Saturday night, 8 o'clock. There is no cover charge.
If one were to be
around
the 117th area.
Yeah. You bet your biscuits it's going to be a good show.
You can tell me that. That's your that's your opinion. I'm looking forward to it. There aren't a lot of other instrumental bands right now in Cleveland that I'm aware of. Maybe there are a ton, then I'm not sure. And everyone's more than welcome to contact me and tell me I'm wrong. But
and contact us because we would like to play with you.
Yeah, we've played with a few. Our last show we played with a band called Balak Alistane.
Okay.
2-piece instrumental. They were really good. Cirrus. I think.
Yeah, Cirrus is great.
Cirrus,
Yeah.
Really good. Brave Arrows, really good too.
Fantastic.
So right now it's just kind of just playing around, see what happens. Obviously, that release show is a great mixed bill for sure. No one sounds the same as another band on that one, but it's just kind of like deciding who you want to jam with right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And we like that too. I think one of the functions of a venue should be to have that kind of diversity on a bill. It's great if there is some kind of a theme, and we'd love to play with other bands that are in our vein, but that doesn't mean that they have to be instrumental. They just have to be cool. Pretty much.
And over 50, like us.
Well, yeah. Are any of us actually over 50?
Oh, no, we're not.
No.
3 of us are exactly. He's 30.
Dan's
27.
39.
Congratulations.
39.
Yeah.
Like a decade younger than you guys.
Well, I'm excited about this new album. Once it is out on the 20th, people can stream it everywhere. You're
They
gonna be able
can,
to
yeah.
stream your music.
All the typical
Spotify.
spots. Spotify, Apple Music,
I use
Amazon.
Deezer.
Tidal. It's on Tidal.
Nice.
It'll be on Tidal.
And,
It'll be on the Deezers.
And you'll have that.
Oh, yeah.
You'll have that website too, where if you wanted to take a look at buying a physical copy, that would also be on the website as well at that time.
Yeah. Segueing into that, we are gonna finally bite the bullet, and we want to put this out on vinyl.
Nice.
Which would be a first for us.
Yeah, yeah. And an interesting one to decide to put on vinyl since it is like an EP.
Yeah, 2 songs per side, it'll fit.
Yeah.
It's probably our only record that we could put on a vinyl because of the length of it, but yeah, this will run about almost 40 minutes on 4.
Oh wait, it's not picking you up because you're a little too far away from the mic.
Yeah.
Sorry.
40 minutes blue stuff. Sides and
It was almost there, yeah.
So yeah, I think we're gonna try to maybe have this come out roughly around the same time a year ago that we recorded it, which would have been last March and April. So that's kind of our goal.
Nice.
And I think it's gonna look rad because it looks a bit like larger, because it's those are all photos that we all took. Even the one on the inside sleeve.
I saw it. There's a little surprise
There
in
is.
there.
What's that? An Easter egg?
That's an Easter
food?
egg. Yeah.
Yeah, it's food. It's nothing weird. It's nothing
Easter
that
egg
weird,
of biscuits.
It looks good.
That is the big biscuit combo from the Joshua Tree
Country.
Country Kitchen.
Fine establishment.
Is this of the studio or this is just
That's
like
the
a
studio,
rest
yep.
out there? Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
that's
cool.
the studio.
So-
It looks a little a little scary, and that's just 'cause it's so dark. But
So
I know
cool
that's
story
not what it
about Dan Joe Wright. He actually is a Cleveland native who found his way out there. What did he say? Like 30 or 40 years ago. He went out to L.A. first, but I think he went to like Brunswick or something.
Yeah, he lived in Brunswick.
Yeah. So it was just a weird thing. And then the other really weird thing that happened when we were out there, the Airbnb host was from Bay Village or something like that. Avon or
I'm telling you, Clevelanders always find other Cleveland people. Like, we don't need to know anything about them. There's one person or another person's aesthetic. You're like, oh, I like this Airbnb. Let's go to this. And then you get there and you're like, oh, duh, that's why I liked you.
Yeah.
You know? I love when that kind of stuff happens. And you didn't, obviously not the Airbnb person, but the recording engineer, you didn't know them prior
No.
to this. Gotcha. So, okay. Interesting.
And then at the Airbnb, Dan broke a $900 chair simply by looking at it. So there, imagine.
Are you happy you invited him on the trip?
So
now?
like, imagine this really cool house in the desert and find the crappiest looking chair in the whole thing. Okay, and then you sit in it because it's a chair.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure we
Sit gently, folks. Sit gently.
No, he's okay. That's so funny though.
And but the funny thing was, like, we were like, oh, it's probably not that big of a deal. I mean, look at it.
Go to the Target, replace it, right?
So
$45.
Artisanal cheer. It was artisanal.
And you guys were like doing the right thing by telling them about it.
No, we totally did.
Oh my gosh, always.
And I knew it was going to go south when the lady was like, you know what? I think I still have the receipt for that chair. And I'm like, oh, that's not a
that's
not
wild.
$20.
That's wild. Hey, that's something crazy that you don't never say unless well, you're going to have to move a lot of units of these. But I think you're going to be able to get there.
We bought 10,000 of them, so we please come to the show if you're in the area.
if one were to
feel so inclined.
Well, Ataraxia out on December 20th from the Battle. Thank you so much for debuting a lot of these songs here live on the show tonight, playing the album through for the first time all the way through. It was a pleasure to have you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you for having us, for real.
And as a reminder, one more time, when are you going to be playing over at 5 O'Clock Lounge?
That's this Saturday.
Easy peasy, easy to remember.
This Saturday, 7 o'clock doors, 8 o'clock. Nope, I'm wrong. 8 o'clock doors, 9 o'clock showtime.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that as well. Next week on the show, we're going to be doing a rewind. We're taking it back to when Cool Party played here on Live from Cleveland so that we can all just stay home and kind of enjoy the holidays and take a little rest as we need every once in a while. So there will be a rewind next week with Cool Party. The following week, we're going to take another week off because that is technically New Year's Day. So we are going to be celebrating with a really big Mr. Stress rewind presentation where we had him on and collaborators, and they played over the course of many hours. So I believe that starts during Woodshopper's Ball, and it goes all the way through to Live from Cleveland in celebration of what would have been Mr. Stress' 82nd birthday.